Good evening, folks. It is Wednesday night, which means it's time for another The Burning is Love. I am Joe Bachman, and with me tonight, as always, we have Dawn here. And we're going to go ahead and get the other camera pulled up here, and I'm going to find the correct thing. There we go. Okay, I was about to switch that.
Good evening. It always takes us a second to get a little reorganized of our places.
Yep. As always, we have the music of Dan Hollifield that will be serenading us as we chat and read the comments. And I play with wood. I burn wood. And yeah. Huh? I didn't hear what you said.
I said, oh, that's how that goes, huh?
Yeah, exactly. It's my story. I'm going to stick to it. Tonight we'll start off with Dan Hollifield's album One Night Only. And we're going to go... That's because I like the name of this one. Track number 4, Odin on Roller Skates. He just had some of the best names for his tracks. He really does. So most of the tracks I play them just because I like the name of the track. The music's good too, don't get me wrong, but it's just
but
the
that's
name
what draws
of the
you to play for that particular one.
Alright, probably should turn the wood burner on at least and start off with the ballpoint tip tonight. So we're doing kind of a country scene on some live wood, live basswood here. So we're gonna use this ballpoint.
Have you done this one before, or is it the new one?
This is a brand new one.
Okay. While you're starting that, I'm going to go ahead and start comments.
Yep.
First in the door was you, not you, the other you, the third you. Was that the third you? Where you're saying good evening, everyone, because there's 3 of you now. Carl's here. He says hello, hello.
If the third one ever shows up, we have major issues because someone got into my account.
That really is not Joe Bachman.
Yeah.
And I said hello, Carl. And he said, sorry, hi there. Sorry, I was distracted by my cousin asking me about a cigar gift for her. Hubby,
Yes. Yeah,
Joe
Carl, I
had
had to read that. I had to read that one twice.
He thought it said baby. There was, starting young. We don't condone anybody underage smoking, but that's what he thought it said. And Carl's like, still goes with the burning though, which is true.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, no worries, my life is distraction. That's. I think Carl hit the high chat, accidentally had to reload. It sounds like we're all having one of those nights. My microphone wasn't working right. And Joey forgot to turn the burner on. Let's hear. And Carl said that Donna is on her way. And Alec is joining us. He's lurking in the background. Hello, Alec. And I was doing my dangest to not dance to the intro. That is such a danceable intro. And I'm sure that, Joe, you were having fun laughing at me as you were watching me not try to dance.
I don't know if you saw what I did. I looked at the camera and did this. So it played the
Is that how we conjure Zach? I wonder if he's gonna show up tonight.
If Zach ends up in the comments here in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna laugh. Oh no, it's his birthday today, so he's probably out celebrating today.
No, could be. Donna's here now. She made it, and she's saying hi to you, Joe, to Alec, me, and Wixman Dude.
Good evening, Donna.
And I said, hey, Alec and Donna. And Carl said, hey, Alec. And show wasn't starting because here comes Joe. And Donna said she liked it already. I'm assuming she was liking the show, but, in this group, you never know.
Yeah. It's hard.
Carl said, she was the one who posted the baby holding the smoking pipe in my group. Crazy cousin. That's why you thought that said that.
That's actually kind of funny.
And Carl put out a onesie today near someone special. Thank you for the reminder, Carl. My morning was kind of wonky, and I completely unbrained my Munzie brain. So give me a second here. Better get that. Oh, I got all kinds of pretty stuff here. Just another distraction for you. And if I don't do this right now, Carl, I will forget. And Alex said, having a rough one. I'm just going to listen and enjoy the wood burning tonight. I'm sorry to hear that, Alec. Virtual hug across. It's been kind of one of those days for me as well. So I'm glad that you have us to lean on and vice versa. So if you need anything, you reach out to us, okay? And Carl said, sorry to hear it's a rough day, Alec. We might be a little crazy, but we're all loved, and we all love everybody else.
I'm just going to come out and say it. We're more than a little crazy, but we do still, love everybody in the group here.
Crazy's fun. Got it, Carl. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, if you ever want to learn how to play Munzie, get a hold of Carl. He'll get you addicted to it.
I should download Munzie again, start a new account.
Carl said he's having to rewrite swaths of the Munzie guide, so Dawn will get to beta read it, and he will email a copy to Joe too. Then, Joe.
Yeah, I'll take that as the hint to re-download it and get an account started up again. Alright, we need a different song because this one's a lot shorter than what I thought.
It's got a nice little groove to it, though.
It does. I don't think I've played this one before. Track number 7, Thunder Rider. Okay.
Hey, look, I remembered the eggnog tonight. I didn't have to run on a break and go get it.
Yeah, I did grab another Mountain Dew. Okay. You said that, I'm like, wait a second, did I grab a Mountain Dew before the show started? And I did. And as always, we're not sponsored by Pepsi, but I also won't refuse their money, so Pepsi, if you're listening, feel free to reach out. Emails jbachman@ndcb.org.
You got a couple new members over the past couple days, didn't you?
Yes. We've actually set up a few member accounts recently. We set up Kelly Guttner's on Monday night. I did Damian Waldbrun's on Tuesday afternoon. We've also had the membership fee for Willow Schuyler paid for by the always lovely Carl Witzman. And Dan Hollifield also paid the membership fee for his niece, Taylor Evans. So I'm waiting on emails back from them with the information that's needed. Actually, I'm still waiting on Willow Schuyler to reach out to me.
Well, and
Like,
keep Willow in your thoughts right now because she lost one of her fur babies today. So I'm thinking that she's gonna having a rough day today. So
yep.
keep her in your thoughts. Carl just kind of reiterated what I had said that Willow might be late getting her info in. Another of her cats passed away today. So my heart goes out to her.
That is totally understandable. And then a Jennifer, and I'm not even sure how to pronounce her last name. We'll go with Jennifer S, because it does begin with S. Has also signed up. Apparently she creates stuff that she puts on Etsy.
Nice. I love the fact that IndieCity is growing by leaps and bounds. It's I didn't know.
Yeah. Actually, I need to here, hit add. Go here. Here. There we go. There it is. So this piece I'm doing here tonight, along with many of the other pieces I've been working on, you'll be able to find at the Indie Creator Con. Being held February 24th in Fowler, Indiana at 410 Aidway, Fowler, Indiana 47944. Free admission to the public. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And vendors who haven't already paid Nick can register at the link here on the flyer, bit.ly/IndieCreatorCon. Make sure you put it in exactly how it's spelled there, because apparently the lowercase, if you do it all lowercase, it will not load the page. Yeah, apparently bit.ly links are kind of fussy like that. But you can go in, pay the $50 fee that way, or you can get the money over to Nick however you normally would. But there's going to be a ton of good folks there, and looking forward to a good time.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes.
Donna said losing a pet is bad enough. Losing two so close together is devastating, and it really is. And excuse me, the group, Rising Tide and the Burning is Love, all this group, we are beyond animal lovers. So I mean, I can't imagine the devastation that she is feeling. So my heart goes out to her. I mean, how many times has this ended up being Cat Chat instead of Burning His Love?
We're just here to chat in general, and have people post their links for what they're working on, and I think of it almost as like the open draw stream, just only I'm the only one drawing.
And I'm just harassing you.
Oh, why is my watch going off? I know it's not for a normal notification. Oh, come on.
And Alex said that Nick had sent him the poster/flyer, and Alex will be at IndieCD.con. I am so excited for that. And there is something that we're in the works. I'm going to go find people.
Your voice kind of cut out there. What?
Kind of cut out. It went on a vacation. I had to go find my voice. It's all out. Nick and I are working on something. So if you do know a creator that cannot make it to the IndieCD.com, but wants a representation there, that may happen. We're still working on some of the details on it, but if you, like I said, if you know somebody that's not going to make it but wants to be represented, let them know to keep an eye on details for the event. Okay, I have a question on the piece that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like under the eaves, is that something you would color in, or do you just do the line work and that's it?
So I pretty much just do the line work. I'll do the line work and then I'll clear coat the piece. I'm always hesitant on coloring stuff in, especially paint, because I don't want the paint to get into the burn line.
Well, no, I was talking about like that burn line.
Huh?
I was actually talking about like the burn line.
Oh, painting the burn lines, or
filling in the burn, like where the roof is on the lean-to. Is that something that you would color in, or just leave that wood go up to the roof, like right in there where that little piece there?
Okay. So like where these three really big dark areas are that I haven't filled in?
No. Never mind. Just keep coloring.
You gotta remember, I'm a computer geek. You gotta use simple words with me here.
Hello, Mr. Walker. Chris Walker is stopping in to say hello to everybody.
Hey, Chris.
Carl's like the underside of the eave. Yeah, kind of the underside of the eave. And like the roof on the lean-to, where there's that little gap of where the roof is.
Oh, so like right here? Where my...
Hold on, I gotta make you fairly big. Down just a tad. Like where the roof itself is. Like, yeah, fill that in there. Would you, something you would even contemplate or not?
Yeah, I probably would. I'd think. Yeah, because that'd probably look fine filled in black all the way down.
Okay. I was just curious if you took, stuff like that into consideration. Thank you, Carl. And Carl said hey to Chris. And Chris said, what design do you have for us tonight, Joe?
So this one was called Country Barn, I think was the name of it. As part of a collection that I purchased off of Etsy that had just an absolutely obscene amount of different line art in it.
And he wants to know, Chris wants to know, is that a winter scene?
No, I think if I was to actually color it in, it would be like a spring or summerish type scene. And you probably could go winter with it, I'm just not sure how I would kind of showcase the winter of it with the water, or with it having like the lines showing like little tufts of grass and stuff. But I think if I was to actually color it in, I would do it more as like a summer or spring themed piece of art.
And Chris is saying hi to Carl. And Carl's suggestion says, leave it up to the viewer.
Yep.
I'm leaning over because, we always get into cat chat. There she is. That's her spot. She likes it there. Apparently it's back time.
Yeah, you put her on camera, so
Not with this Motley crew.
what?
Mm-mm.
These are a bunch of totally innocent people in our chat.
Remember, Alec is with us tonight.
Yeah. Don't pay attention to that. Alec is not going to lie. Actually, the only innocent person in our chat is Alec. But
Alex said I'm not listening. I have no clue what you're talking about. Chris said he's behaving as well. Donna's in this chat. She better help back me up on something with that. Oh, Alex says one time Alex says, once I meet Teen Joe, you'll say otherwise. Donna's trying to find the definition of innocent.
well, when you find the definition, you should see the picture of my wife next to it.
She's not only innocent, she's a saint. She's married to you.
Amen.
Man, I'm salty sometimes. I've kind of been writing that Sanskrit comment for a couple days now, too. If you want to know about the Sanskrit comment, tune into and rewatch Behind the Code from Monday night.
Towards the end of the show, but
Chris goes, "Where's the kitty?" Over my shoulder. She's hiding right there. He's here for the cats, clever conversation, and skillful use of wood.
yep, I'm not touching
Helen, I need help here because I'm going to get myself into a lot of trouble. Alex said, yes, bow down to Joe and Trey, our overloading goddess. Well, I'll say goddess.
Call me whatever you want, just don't call me late for dinner. Oh, God, that always smells so good. Like a little burnt sandpaper and styrofoam.
Ooh. I know, it's so weird because she is back there.
Oh. Well, here, let's do this.
She's,
Do this.
she's right there, looking very ladylike. She did not get that from her mother.
Hey, it's your story. You can tell it how you want.
Alex says, I hear no evil. And Chris goes, I told you it was, I cannot say that word. Cuneiform?
Uniform, I believe.
Yeah, I've seen it. It's one of those things, it's a word that I've seen. I know what it is, but I have no clue how to pronounce it. Okay, she's being a little racy, so I gotta block her off now. Kids these days.
Oh. Is your kid getting a little too risque for the camera?
Yeah. What can I say? She's a good kitty cat, though. I was like, I was worried about Kiddo hiding and sleeping all day, but now I remember how having an older cat is. Kelvin and the kittens had made me forget how much they sleep. And she's had a lot. I mean, I look at it this way too. She has had how many years of being on guard and always having to keep an eye and not really getting deep sleep. And for the first time in her life, she probably is just being able to relax. There isn't a lot of commotion. There's not having to worry about this, that, and the other thing. And I have the feeling she's catching up on her sleeping and just relaxing. And Chris is washing her backside, I'm guessing, trying to. And Charcoal is in the middle. Because it was amazing, because we brought Buddy home, Buddy and Georgette home. Buddy turned 2 right after we brought him home, and he slept for the longest time. He would just sleep, and I think he was in the shelter for 2 years, that we were kind of always on guard and on edge, and we finally went, oh, I can just pass out. And I think he did a lot of catching up on sleeping that first 6 months. Cat Chronicles, it's a thing. We're trying to make it a thing. So, how's everybody's cats doing tonight? We'll go with that.
Let's start a new website called Only Cats.
Yeah. No, that was. Mm-mm.
Oh, I know. I just purposely set up a green room line, and I am not ashamed of it whatsoever.
Strips was laying on one of the steps earlier, bored, while everyone else was sleeping. I'm glad that they're coming around, though, too. Do we not have the green room here?
No, I've never had that. I don't think. No, I do have that. What I? Maybe I don't. I don't. Okay, there's one. We can use this one. Richie, if you're watching this, thank you for letting me rummage through your stuff real quick so I could find it. Alright, let's finish up a couple
Chris said
more
his,
lines here.
I'm
Go
assuming his cat. His took a nap with him earlier. And Joe doesn't normally need that sign. And Chris said, you need to fix it. Yes, we need to have that in this, especially with me here. I try to behave. I really do. It doesn't always work. Chris said that's the holiday coloring version of the sign.
Alright, we're going to take a short commercial break so I can pop my neck. Let some other people get a little bit of airtime here. And, ooh, I got Mountain Dew. Anyway,
Oh, what'd you find? It's Mountain Dew.
Mountain Dew.
Oh.
But with that, we'll be back here in a couple of minutes. We're going to play a couple different ads, and we're going to start off with Jody McPhee.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Alright, and we're back, and we're going to switch it over to the Never Bank on a Learning Curve album. Track 14, Fanfare for the Common Fen.
Of course, you should say that the red and green was prominent in that version of the Not the Green Room sign.
Mm-hmm.
And Carl said, just saying some of that wild energy for tomorrow and Friday night. If you think this is wild energy, thought you knew me better than that. Chris said he does the do. His grandmother is probably so proud.
Yes, and once again, Pepsi, if you happen to be watching this, I will gladly take your money for a sponsorship.
He won't even take the money, just send him free Mountain Dew for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
Nick
that'll work
Lowe's.
too. That'll work too.
Okay.
Although if they're going to do that, it's going to have to be the sugar-free, the zero sugar.
We can mix it up.
Yeah, my doctor doesn't really like it when I drink regular. Actually, he doesn't like me drinking pop in general, but it's either I have my caffeine or I decide whether or not I look good in an orange jumpsuit.
You said pop. What state are you in?
Well, normally a state of denial or
Insanity.
that too. Yes, I'm in Indiana and I say pop.
Chris said both would be totally awesome and welcome. I'm assuming the regular and the sugar-free. That's what you're referring to. Yeah, I know that threw me off because I grew up in Minnesota, so everything was pop, 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 and now I live in Illinois and it's soda, soda, soda. So when I hear pop, I'm like, wait a minute, you're not in Minnesota. My ears hear things weird now.
We've never, those of us here in Indiana have never claimed Illinois to be in the right state of mind. Sorry, Carl and Donna.
Carl, Donna, Michaela, me, Emily,
Bill.
Amy, Bill, Sarah. Remember, everybody, Joe does this every Monday and Wednesday nights. Oh, Chris was saying, no, the money and the supply of due. That would be what he was, both totally awesome. And
yep. Oh, yeah, both would be welcome. Yeah, if they gave me the choice between one or the other, I'd probably just take the money, because then I could take half that and just buy my own due.
Carl says he calls it soda or pop, either one. It says, I say soft drinks, sodas, the specific drink, or Coke. Is that a Georgia thing?
Notifications. For an hour. There we go. I love some of my friends, but one of them is about to go on a rant, which means I'm just going to keep hearing the Facebook Messenger sound in my ear for about the next half hour.
Them to come on here and do their kidding. No rants. We're too fun-loving to do a rant.
Not that I have, aspirations to be monetized someday, but I at least like have a shot at it. Just on the off chance I do, decide to try and monetize.
Chris said to keep in mind he is from the origin of Coca-Cola.
Yeah, but Coca-Cola needs to quit coming out with new flavors and just go back to the true original recipe.
I don't even pay attention. What flavors are there now?
I don't really think there's that many flavors out now, other than, Coke, Cherry Coke, Diet Coke, the Diet Cherry Coke, the Zero Sugar, stuff like that, but I still think they need to bring back the original.
With the cocaine in it? No, Chris said he's about 90 miles or so north of it for the origin. Carl said we always ask for Coke, then if the place says they have Poopsie, he will take dew or root beer. Poopsie, okay.
Yeah, but buddy of mine always says Coke, and if the waitress goes, "Oh, we have Pepsi," is that fine? He'll go, "No, but I'll drink it."
Around here, though, if you get a lot of, like on the guns and bars, it's RC.
Yeah, you see that a lot on the soda guns and bars.
It says Stegny. Come on. There we go. Chris said they, excuse me, all need to ditch high fructose corn soup with the syrup and go back to sugar.
Yes.
And Chris said RC is Kentucky based, and Donna said it's perfectly acceptable. That RC is perfectly acceptable.
I didn't know RC was Kentucky based.
That's if Chris remembers correctly.
Actually coming right along.
So now, I don't remember if this was asked or not, and I apologize if it was. Is this something that you're making for to put on your page to be sold, or are you going to try to keep a hold of that for the con, or?
So everything I'm making right now is just going to be for the con. I am going to take pictures of stuff and add it to the site, but just have it as like a hidden item until after the con. The hard part is with a lot, especially doing a lot of these live wood pieces, they're kind of one-offs for the most part. So it's very rare that you get two live wood pieces. They're exact same size and orientations and everything.
Chris said he knows that they have a bottling facility in Kentucky at this point. And kind of talking about IndieCB, you pretty much can be any kind of creator on there as long as it's not like an FDA regulated thing, correct?
Yes.
Like you don't want food on there or bath products and stuff like that, things that can have a recall basically, right?
Right. Yeah, because while it would be cool to hear my website get called out on Chicago news stations, I'd rather have it called out for something good rather than a recall.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Chris said, I miss their Royal Mystic flavored water line. It was a product of the Crown Royal Cola Company. I don't think I've ever heard of that. It must have not made it up to Illinois or Minnesota.
When did that go out of production, Chris? Because I don't even remember that. And I actually had a lot of RC cola drinkers in my family.
Carl said, I pestered someone about the Indie CD, but she is already on there. Haha. Thank you, Carl. We appreciate it, even if you're pestering the people that are already there. Because they might not know that there's other people that can come on there. Or if they haven't, and here's one thing I want to bring up too, and we had talked about this, that when somebody has something going on, they need to get a hold of you so you can update their information on the site. So I know if you're on Facebook for Indie CD, for the Facebook group, you put a post on there that said, got anything going on, let me know, because we want to get it updated. So keep an eye on that too, folks, if you are a member, to make sure that everything is up to date and to let Joe know what he needs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of curious who Carl was pestering.
Oh, am I actually? Not sure if it was a she. I'm gonna say Keisha.
Kelly. I don't know. That's my guess. Because I really don't think it was probably Donna. Let's see here. He said a comic creator from Indiana. I'm out.
A comic creator from Indiana. Oh, Fawn. Yeah. Senzaki Kozeka.
Fawn. Last name unspellable.
He's not wrong.
Bless her heart. Oh, and Chris is back on RC. He said actually RC Cola was founded in Columbus, Georgia. So it's even closer to home than what you anticipated, Chris. We appreciate all the comments. We like spending time with you guys.
Well, then we learn something new almost every episode, either about wood or, about anything in general, really.
Right now, we had soda pop learning today.
Alright. Main part is done. Oh. How is this piece here going to take almost as long as that,
The wolf.
Wolf one I did last week. Good lord.
I don't know. Carl said, here's a tip. Oh my gosh, my voice is being goofy. Here's a tip that I gave my cousin. If you're getting a cigar lighter, get one with a little window so you can see when the dang thing is full. There you go. Make sure that's for the hubby, not the baby.
Right.
And oh, go ahead.
No, I just said right.
Gave me a chance to get a drink. Chris said they were also responsible for the knee-high brands of drinks. I vaguely remember seeing those. I don't think I ever had any of those. I know I've heard of them.
Have you ever seen the show MASH?
Yes.
Grape knee-high. That was Radar's drink of choice.
Okay. And Carl thinks there's a lot of little lines on that one, so that might be why it's been taking more time. Because there is a lot of starting and stopping.
Yeah, that's true.
And Chris said that Double Cola was a Chattanooga, Tennessee-based company, if he remembers correctly.
He's pulling out names of cola companies I have never heard of. I am all for it.
Like I said, it's a time for everybody to learn.
That's right, folks. The burning is love. Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock. Come for the burning, stay for the education.
And you never know when there's going to be one line zingers and it gets a little off color. The color being green. Another thing we can learn tonight, my crossword will list an actor's middle name and I have to come up with the name. Okay.
You see the, yeah.
Oh, okay. Uma Thurman's middle name is Karuna.
I hope you had multiple things intersecting that to be able to even come up with that, because I wouldn't have.
I would have had to Google that. And Chris said that Pepsi, or as Donna calls it, Poopsie, was based in Charlotte, North Carolina. Hey, I grew up, okay, so this is off topic, but I grew up 10 miles from where the Tilt-A-Whirl was invented. Is that something?
The Tilt-A-Whirl, you said?
Yeah.
Nice.
The spinny half eggshell ride at carnivals. Yeah. And Carl said he worked around it for Uma's middle name. Chris said Dr. Pepper originated around Dallas, Texas. And Daniel Craig's middle name is Roughton. What the? Lots of little stars. I thought I have a normal name. I hope I said that right. Roughton? And then Donna said, Carl and I are the only Coke drinkers in both our families. Took several years of taking our own to family dues to get them to buy some just for us. And Chris said, some of my favorite rides at amusement parks and carnivals. Oh, when we were kids, we could get that thing spinning. Oh my God, we were professionals at that.
I don't know if you guys remember or not, but a couple decades ago, Pepsi was doing the Pepsi Summer Taste Challenge. They'd have you taste like a shot of Pepsi and a shot of Coke, and you were supposed to say which one was better or which one was the Pepsi. Well, you can obviously taste which one is Pepsi and which one is Coke. They have two totally distinct flavors. And so me being the smart aleck that I am, I went up to their booth at the Porter County Fair and did their little challenge and went, "Oh yeah, this has got to be you guys here. It tastes so much better," and purposely picked the Coke.
Why would that not surprise me that you would do that?
And Pepsi, if you're watching this is why I drink Mountain Dew and not Pepsi. I will still take your money.
Let's see here. And Chris's favorite grape soda was called New Grape. I can't say I've ever heard of New Grape.
Me neither.
He's pulling out names that it's like,
He's pulling out names that I think that if some people rewatch this, I'm going to have a lot of viewing hours because they're going to be rewinding it back going, okay, what was the next one that he said?
Hey, that works. Chris said that they used to use that sham as an excuse to bring New Coke to market. And we know how New Coke went over.
Mm-hmm.
I will admit I was too young to actually know the difference between it at the time, but Carl said New Coke was an attempt to make it sweeter to compete with Pepsi's younger audience. It doesn't need to be any sweeter, that's true. There is a show on the History Channel, and you're not monetized, but it's The Food That Built America. And it actually is a pretty good show if you get a chance to watch it. It kind of goes in the background of a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I have caught episodes of that, and that's actually a really good show.
Mm-hmm. And the weird random stuff that you learn on that. Like the fact that Pizza Hut was named Pizza Hut because the sign could only hold 8 letters.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
I nodded too fast. Girl, so that sounds about right, Dawn. The guy who owned Pizza Hut was cheap. It was 2 brothers, I believe. And it's kind of neat what they do on that show, too, is that they'll talk about 2 different pizza chains at the same time. Like they did for coffee, they did Dunkin' and Starbucks, and how they kind of competed with each other, but at the same time, their competition really left to being more creative and coming up with new stuff. And Let's see. New Grape was part of Coke. I think it was bought out by them at some point. Eventually, it was name changed to Minute Maid Grape and finally Fanta. Oh, so it's Do You Want a Fanta?
Well, we're going to take one more short commercial break here because I can feel everything trying to tighten up on me. And we'll be back in a couple minutes after this lovely ad from Dan Hallfield.
Hi there, my name's Dan Hallfield. I'm the senior editor and publisher of Aphelion website. Aphelion has been online since 1997. Since then, we've brought you the very best amateur science fiction and fantasy writing, and given the world at least 100 brand new professional writers from those who have walked through our doorways. So if you enjoy reading, look for Aphelion. That's www.aphelion, APHELION webzine.com. A quick Google of Aphelion-webzine will give you everything you want to know, plus 20 years worth of our backlog of files, our archive of stories stretching back until February of 1997. Think of Aphelion as a permanent floating writer's workshop dedicated to helping new writers become proficient enough to become professional writers and best-selling writers. We have over 100 success stories to our name, and if you're an amateur writer, you may be our next triumph. And if you just like to read stories, we've got plenty of them for you. Just come on by and visit. Thank you very much. Have a good end.
All right. And we're going to wrap up tonight, I think, with what do I want to do? Well, let's play track 3, Out of the Shadows.
And Chris said it was still better when it was New Grape. It seems like whatever stuff like that gets rebranded, it tastes different. Whether it does or not, it just feels like
Yeah.
He wants to know if anybody remembers Shasta. I do remember Shasta. And my friends growing up, her dog was named Shasta after the soda. Pop. I was in Minnesota. It was Pop yet at the time. Carl goes, oh yeah, Shasta. You got me thinking, Chris, of Surge. I remember when Surge came out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Neon green.
Me and my cousin split a 24-pack of that one night. Come 3 a.m., we're outside playing basketball. Huh?
12 cans each in one night?
Yeah. We were teenagers.
Oh, you could get away with it then.
Yeah, we were playing basketball at 3 a.m. because we still couldn't sleep.
You think? Chris goes, there was also Tech. I don't remember that one. Fago. I do remember that one, and possibly a few others who elude me at the moment. And he said Surge had the funniest commercials. You know which commercials I remember was when Mug Root Beer came out, and the tagline was "The foam goes straight to your brain." One of my friends from high school and I, we used to joke around about that. Was kind of one of our ongoing jokes.
I'll throw a name out there. I'll throw a name out there. Tab.
I'll take a Pepsi free.
Tab
And
has
if you
got to
get
be
hot
one of
over
the
wine-
worst drinks I've ever had in my life.
Tab or Pepsi free.
Tab.
And if you get the correlation between those two lines, congratulations. Carl said Fago is still around, at least it is here. I think I've seen it around here too. I think it's a
Now, here's another one.
$1.20.
Oh yeah, Fago's still around. I pick one of those up occasionally.
Yeah.
Because they are so cheap. That and I like their cream soda. Oh, I just had the name of it. What the hell was it? Shit.
While you're thinking about that, I'm going to pop this up. Chris remembers Larry from Newhart promoting A&W root beer.
Oh, I remember what it was. Pepsi Blue.
Oh, I remember that. And Clear Pepsi, the original.
Pepsi Blue, I had gotten a free... There was something online where you could get like a free 12-pack of the 20-ounce bottles. And Pepsi Blue was the only one that I've ever had that I could not drink at room temperature. If it was not ice cold, it tasted like it.
Let's see here. Donna said Fago Rock and Rye is great. Just don't be scared when you brush your teeth afterwards. I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Chris goes, Barks root beer too. Barks was the one with the bite. I remember that line.
Mm-hmm.
And Fresca. Yes, Fresca. You know, there's so many of these that are still around that I can't have, but I'm just going, I remember those. I hate grapefruit, love Fresca. Does that make any sense?
And now we're getting drinks like LaCroix, which just tastes like barely flavored TV static.
Clearly Canadian. They brought that back.
That one sounds familiar for some reason. I've never had it. I know I've never had it, but it sounds familiar.
What, the Canadian? Clearly Canadian. It was a sparkling water. Chris said Royal Mystic Black Cherry was awesome. Oh, anything black cherry is pretty good. Unless it's the LaCroix water, because that doesn't taste like black cherries.
No, it tastes like TV static.
It's like the hint water now that they have, and they're like, "This is just a hint of flavor," and it's like, no, that's not even a hint of flavor. Not my favorite. If you like it, you can have my share. Donna said that the Rock and Rye is a cream soda with an extra kick. Also, red dye. First time I brushed my teeth after drinking it, I almost freaked out at all the red in the sink. I thought I was bleeding copiously. Chris remembers Clearly Canadian, and Kroger still sells it. I know the Hy-Vee does here, but there's another red cream soda too. I can't think of the brand, but
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it either. There was a soda called Big Red.
yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
That was a red cream soda?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Chris says he likes hint, but only certain flavors. I think I tried 2 or 3 flavors and didn't like any of the ones I tried, so maybe I didn't try the right flavors, but they smell good, but you taste them and there's nothing. Cheer wine. Heard of it? I don't think I've ever had it. Anybody else comment on that one?
Nope. Never even heard of it. And poor Alec is probably sitting here going, where are they pulling some of these names from? Because you gotta figure some of these have been out of commission since before before Alec was born.
Before he was commissioned.
Right.
Sorry. Girl's like, well, this has been a sweet conversation. It has been. Chris said Red Fusion was awesome too. Chris, where are you pulling all these? Did you drink that much soda growing up, or you just know that much stuff? Red Fusion was a Dr. Pepper product. But you know what's weird is who bottles what different places in the country. Because where I'm at now in Illinois, let's see here, what is it? That Dr. Pepper is bottled by 7-Up, but where my parents live in Minnesota, Dr. Pepper is bottled by Pepsi. And Chris said both to my question. Answered both to my question. Hey.
We are coming up on the last few lines here, folks. Just gotta complete the sun, shade in the windows.
Cherry 7-Up with more Dr. Pepper. Oh, speaking of... Okay, do you remember DNL?
I can't say I've ever heard of that one.
It was 7-Up upside down, so it said it was DNL. And it was green and it was caffeinated.
See, I just like the old 7-Up shirts. On the front that said Make 7 and on the back said Up Yours. Make 7 Up Yours.
Chris, it depends on bottling capabilities of the area it's sold in. So, yeah, I know. It's just sometimes weird when you think about things. I can't believe nobody's heard of nobody remembers DNL. Spot! That was the name of the spot on the 7-Up too.
Alright, that part's done.
I don't know if you guys can hear me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because my StreamYard just went black. So don't leave without me. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah, no, you're even still moving your video and everything's still moving too.
No, I just see a black screen.
Did your monitor flash and then the whole thing turn black?
Yep.
Okay, so it's not just my computer then. That happened to me Monday night when you and I were backstage talking after the show.
Huh, so it's a StreamYard thing.
It's something with their site that just causes... Are you using Edge? Microsoft Edge, or are you using Chrome?
Chrome.
No, Edge, Chrome, about one and the same anyway. Because Michaela and I were talking about stuff earlier. I had her hop into one of the recording studios.
Mm-hmm.
And it did the same thing to me in there today. but it's only doing it on my Windows PC. It's yet to do it on my Mac.
Well, let me close out, and I will be right back. Okay, so don't hold the phones.
Oh Lord, I'm being left unsupervised, folks. Watch out. Let's see, I don't remember if she read this one or not. Dr. 7 and 7-Up are the same company. And Chris also said North Georgia, Dr. Pepper was bottled by Coca-Cola. South Georgia, it's bottled by Pepsi.
Hey, I can see everybody again.
And of course, I get a phone call from a scammer right towards the end of my show.
Okay, so it must be something with StreamYard then that's acting up. If it did it to, it's not just me, because everything else popped up like it, like it flashed black. Everything went black. Everything came back except for my StreamYard. Okay, somebody's got to tell Joe Dog this is happening so he can go yell at StreamYard for us.
Oh, I was thinking about... Go ahead.
If you leave it like it is, it kind of looks snowy. It does. You can't... It's an interpretation.
Mm-hmm. And I was thinking about something you had said earlier, Dawn, about this awning area, like shading it in.
Yeah.
I think the reason why a lot of times I don't mess with stuff outside of the actual design is that, let's say I decide to burn that in and I look at it and go, oh wow, that really looks out of place or looks like crap.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fix it at that point.
True.
It'd be more, if I was going to do something like that, it'd probably be something I do on one of my cheaper pieces of wood first. That way, if I, if I look at it and go, that looks like crap, I'm just wasting a couple $1 piece of wood rather than this thing's probably about $15.
Yeah, I wouldn't want you to, and with any art, it's one of those things like you have your tried and true, but if you want to try something new, you do take that risk, and what do you do to do it, so. Mm-hmm. I mean, even making my sock puppet, I bought dollar store socks because I didn't know how it was going to work out, and I had 2 of them that didn't work out when I was trying to tie-dye them, make them look tie-dyed, so... Mm-hmm.
Last couple passes.
Chris said, I hope you did bore y'all with the soda. No, it was a conversation.
No, that was great.
Conversations, you never know where they're going to go here. And a lot of it is Joey's doing his stuff with the burning, and the conversation just kind of goes.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can only talk about the burning so much.
So
This
no, you did
is.
not. We all got a little got a little smarter.
I always love how it always looks so much better up on screen than it does sitting here in front of me.
I was like, that is really pretty. Chris said, nicely done.
Thank you. Oh, so yeah, that'll be available at the Indie Creator Con.
So then you have to seal that yet and everything, right?
Yeah, I have a whole slew of stuff I gotta seal. Yeah, there's a stack of stuff over there. I've really got to get the box cleared off the table that's over there so I can lay out all those pieces and just sit there with a brush and go, okay, coat one for you, coat one for you, one for you, one for you, work through the whole thing. By the time I get back to the start, the first one should be dry again and go, okay, coat two for you, and rinse and repeat.
Move the box so you can get your wood on the table.
Yep.
I was doing so well tonight, Joe. This had to go there, didn't you?
Where are we at? There we are.
Ooh, background is that? Oh, there. Oh. So Carl sent out some beta copies of the Mungsy book. He still needs to add a few more things. I was one of those people that received it, so I got to take a look at that now. Chris said up until the end.
It generally is. Anyway. With that, folks, we're an hour and a half in.
Since it went there, Joe, we're going to talk about what conversation took place when I first logged on today.
Yeah.
So this is all I want. He knows where this is going.
Yes, I do.
According to Joe, when I swing my microphone out because I put it to the side when I'm not using it, it looks like I'm about ready to eat a taco. So.
Yep.
Amongst yourselves. And Chris said, I like the holiday colored version of the sign. Don't give Richie ideas because he will make a sign for every holiday now.
Mm-hmm.
Especially now that he has that font. Richie, if you're listening, watching. And Carl said, everyone have a great evening. So
You too, Carl. And we will see you. Oh, I might be on Stupid O'Clock tomorrow night. I'll probably be on Stupid O'Clock. I don't know that I'll be on Last Man Standing. It's getting a lot harder for me to stay up much past like 9:30 at this point, just from switching back from midnights to days. But I'll probably be on Stupid O'Clock. We all know Dawn will be there.
I'm hoping. They gave me some medicine for my neck today that I got to go pick up tomorrow. Some new stuff that I've never been on. So I may not be coherent. Although if I'm not coherent, that could be even more fun.
Yeah, you'll fit in fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, tomorrow night we have Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing. Stupid O'Clock at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 Central, on the Holocon YouTube channel, or the Stupid O'Clock YouTube channel, or Joe Dog McKeel's YouTube channel, the Holocon Twitch, the Stupid O'Clock Facebook, about 8 different places.
Tomorrow night. I don't know what Chris is going to be tomorrow night, but he should be something tomorrow night.
I'm guessing probably on Stupid O'Clock or Last Man Standing, or both.
That's what I'm assuming, but I don't want to assume because you know what happens if you assume.
Mm-hmm. That I do. But yeah, Last Man Standing follows Stupid O'Clock at 11 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Central Time tomorrow night. We got Nick Tockert with Nevermind the Furthermore Friday morning, 10 Eastern, 9 Central, followed by Historical Fencing Guild at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, or 8 p.m. I should say, Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. And then Saturday we wrap up the week with Jody McPhee's From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 10 Eastern, 9 Central. I think that's right. No, that's not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 10 Eastern, 9 Central. Followed by Stupid O'Clock at 11 Eastern, 10 Central. And Last Man Standing at 1 Eastern, midnight Central Time.
And then Sunday night, we have Cryptid Crunch with Willow Schuyler. We were talking about her earlier. So,
yep.
If you have questions on where to find all of these, check on the ndcd.org website. If it's not on the event calendar and it's your thing, let us know, because we can get that updated on there. And Chris said 7 channels. Stupid O'Clock and Last Man Standing go to 7 channels, or at least Stupid O'Clock does. So,
Stupid O'Clock does. I don't know about Last Man Standing. I know Last Man Standing goes to at least 3. Yeah. So, yep, we will see everyone on the next show. You guys all have a great night, and I gotta stop the music so that I can run the outro. Say goodnight, Gracie.